The origin of this situation is that Satan attempted to invade heaven to establish a kingdom in the third heaven. Then he was displaced from the third heavens. The vision he wanted to implement in the third heavens, he now found a man upon the face of the earth that was willing to partner with him to establish it on the earth. And that man's name is Cain. So the first apostle of Satan that was secured among men to implement the policy directions that will come from the heart of the devil is the man called Cain. How did Cain begin this implementation? He began by departing from the presence of God. That means I don't want to live under the laws of God. I don't want to live under the government of God. I don't want to be influenced by God. I want to be at liberty. I want to be delivered from God. And the city that he went to establish, because he left the presence of the Lord and went to the land of Nod. Nod is the name of the city that he went to establish. It was east of Eden. And I don't have time to explain why east. Because there was north, south, west. He decided to go east. By the time we build the case of east, you will discover by the time we arrive at Genesis chapter 10, Genesis chapter 11, as men journeyed east, that's when they came up with a vision to establish in the city of Shinar a city and a tower whose top will reach the heavens. I don't want to go into that, but it was east that he traveled. Where does the sun rise from? Okay. That's what the Bible calls the womb of the morning, where the morning gives birth to the sun every morning. So I will not tell you the meaning of that, because we are not talking about leave that matter. Come back to this. So he left the presence of the Lord, decided to establish a city called Nod. It was east of Eden, and then he dwelt there. Now notice, this new civilization that is about to spring forth is a civilization that is going to exist apart from God. Are you there? Just hold that in your mind. Next verse. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. So this is the city I'm talking about. The civilization of this city, the concept, the policy of this city, it is established on the concept apart from God. So God's laws will not exist here. God's ways will not exist here. God's principles will not exist here. Meanwhile, man was created to be a creature that cannot survive apart from God. The state of being apart from God is what the Bible calls death. Death does not mean the cessation of life. Death means existing apart from God, because we were designed to function in connection with God. So a mutation was about to take place in the human race, and this mutation was something that was contrary to the blueprint for man, and the pioneer of this civilization, the man called Cain. Did you get it? Okay, let me show you some symptoms. Move. Next verse. Unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech. Can we count the generations? Start from Cain. Cain, you're not following me in this matter. This is an investigation. See, when we investigate, there are a few matters that we bring into view. One of the matters is territory. Another matter is genealogy. So this is the family tree investigation. Because if we are going to establish a pattern, then we need to check across at least 7 generations. If you count from Enoch and count to Lamech, that's how many generations? About 6 generations. So we have arrived at Lamech, haven't traveled the ladder of 6 generations. Please, retain it in your mind that this civilization that was built apart from what? Okay. So let's find out about this man Lamech. Next verse. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. So the pioneer of polygamy was Lamech. Now, oh, you're not following. Do you realize that when they left the presence of God to establish a new civilization, it took 6 generations before they could pioneer polygamy? So the effect of the government of God on their ancestor was still strong. Even though he had left God, it was still strong. They did not just go haywire. It took some convincing to do across the generations. So begin to see the full implementation of the idea that Satan had in mind. One of the ideas he had in mind was many women in a man's life. It took 6 generations to bring that out. The name of the first wife was Ada. And Ada means adornment. That which is made beautiful so that it can be attractive. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So when we are talking about lust, the reason why lust is possible is because of Ada. Satan can make something beautiful so that it's attractive to your soul. And this matter of Ada that I'm talking about doesn't need to be a person. It can be a movie, Z World. You know, we are trying to investigate a civilization that is godless. In that civilization, you are going to see a heightened and intensified focus on pleasure to women. The second thing you are going to notice in that civilization is attractions. Attractions that can keep you perpetually distracted from the promptings and the conviction of the Holy Ghost. I'm trying to tell us, it is this city, this civilization, that in the New Testament, John now called the world. You get it? Now, since you got it, let me leave it.
Thank you for watching this video. Please do want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We love you. Bye.